accept the reality of being a man. You are a male, but you are a man. At the end of the day, whatever label you have assigned yourself to, you are a man. I get it. A man's life is hard. It's difficult. It's not that at times it's difficult. It's just complicated. Things don't make sense. You're frustrated. You're in agony and pain. You're frustrated. You're lonely. You have nobody to talk to. You're isolated. You just don't know what to do. You don't know how to navigate. I get it. It's too much for you. The weight's too much of you. The weight of life is making you succumb to the illness life have given you. I get it. It's hard being a man. It's hard. It's difficult. Especially even being a black man at that. Almost extreme. I get it. It's very difficult. But it's like this for a reason. Whatever intelligence force out there made us like that because we can conquer and be great. It's not that we're just low value, even though in society giving these things to us that made us deem of us as lower value, bottom of the totem pole, lower status, lower class, you know. But as long as you fight, control your mind, and continue, it will get easier for you. Not easier as the situation, easier for you to have control and leverage and fight. It will only make you stronger, and it will help you. You will realize how many people are weak because so many people are just weak. People are scared of the process. You want what? This? Okay. They avoid the process, but it's a good thing though, because more for you and less for them, because they don't want to put the work in. They don't want to go through the process, especially being a man. You're building yourself up and do what you got to do as a man. It's going to be hard. You're going to face a lot. It is what it is. You don't think I go through it every day, but I'm good though. I have the control with my mind. You got to train your mind to move whatever comes. Instill your mind every day. This one? More? Okay. I get it. It's hard. But fall in love with the war, the chaos, because it's going to get you. Fall in love with the adrenaline pumping through your spine as you're running, going on a road, doing what you got to do. Just all the energy. You're going to feel powerful, especially when you can control your mind and desires as a man. Man, you're going to feel so powerful. Nobody's going to have the onus over you and can control you, and they're going to get mad. Even other men won't feel bad because they can't really just pick on you or try you like that. They may say some slick stuff or try to do it, but it's not going to go past that bar because they're not doing what they got to do too. So I get it. Except the reality is hard. At least you're not in the Stone Ages. I'll get it. Like, you're not in the times where we had to build houses out of stones and rock with no blueprint, just with our bare hands. You can kind of be grateful that we're not in that. But it's like men nowadays, all what they got to go through, their life and everything, they got to bottle it up inside of them, you know, which is kind of not healthy. And they're depressed. They're just sitting on their rooms, bottling it up, which is not healthy. I tell guys, go outside, do what you got to do. Push yourself. Sit with your mind and think. They are thinking, but it's like their mind is thinking for them, so they're kind of controlled. And it's like they fall and succumb to the victimization of the world because it's like they're being brought upon it to do it so because their situation. They need to have the control of their mind and do what they got to do. I'm not saying things are just going to get better. No, the situation may still persist, you know, because they're resisting. Of course, it's still going to persist more because they are making an opposition towards it by trying to change it. Of course, you want to change it to make the right decisions. They're trying to improve, you know, which is going to make another resistance. But that's good though, because they're creating friction and force. It's only that force for it to break up, for it to build up and become widespread, like a wave, motion, a vibration, and things to attract and happen, you know, to be a force to be reckoned with. But fall in love with it, bro. When you fall in love with the chaos, something's really gonna affect you. It is gonna affect you, you're gonna feel, but it's not gonna take a dent to you compared to the average person. The average guy. If the average guy goes through the path and do what he gotta do, he would quit. He would literally walk in a road with his eyes closed and not care about life anymore. But it is what it is. There's a reason why it's for it, because there's so much greatness inside of you guys. Potential. But no, you bring it down because a girl did this or whatsoever. I'm not saying it's bad to have feelings. You have feelings, bro. Have emotions, but you are not them. A lot of you guys were raised around women. You guys were coddled. That's not healthy. You have to push yourself. You have to do what you got to do. Okay? Your mama telling you, oh, it's okay to not do that and do that. You're doing too much. That's actually a bad thing, bro. You got to get out of the, you got to be the kangaroo that gets out of the mother's patch. Y'all are still motherfied. You got to get out of that and grow, man. You have to push yourself. I'm not telling you to move out and just leave your mother's house. That would be kind of insane. You would have nowhere to go. But do something. Be outside the house more. You know, work out. Being a son. Train your mind to do things. You know, do other things than just be caught up by your mother and let her fight your own battles and tell you, it's okay, little baby, and wipe your tears and give you a kiss on the cheek. No, get past that. You're too motherfied. You're too mummified. You got to get out of that, bro. I was to an extent, but I got out of that. I realized that was not enough. It's a lie. Reality is more than that. It's not going to get me to what I need to get to. I have to push myself. You know, I get it. Some of you don't have fathers. You don't have any mentors or uncles because they don't even know things themselves. They probably even have fathers or mentors themselves. But you have the information now. You have these phones. You can reach out to guys like us or whatever and learn what you got to do and stay on code. It's about staying on code and moving what you got to do and moving on this path. You know what I'm saying? And then it's going to fall in place eventually. You know? Stop blaming your life problems on women. Stop blaming your things on this. Do what you got to do. I get it. A lot of them may be out to get you. A lot of them do make, you know, accusations and allegations that are so untrue. But don't even worry about that. Worry about your path as a man and walk it and do what you got to do. It's going to be hard. You will face obstacles. You will face, it's just mostly people around you. You'll face with energy because that's because these people are in the bottom percentile. They're in the bottom of the bucket. You have to get away from it, or you have to be strong enough to just kind of like hold captive of just the force of the people around you and just the environment. You got to be much strong to adhere it. You know what I'm saying? You know? A lot of you guys are just in your own room, just by yourself. Just not doing anything. You have a computer and a game. Man, I wish I had a computer. I mean, I do have a laptop. I wish I had my own room right now. I wish I had my own bedroom set. A lot of you guys are ungrateful because it could get worse. A lot of you guys have your own bedroom set, a monitor. You have lights, just things. You have trophies and statues. A lot of things, man. I wish I had that, but I wasn't. Maybe I should have worked for it, but I didn't. It is what it is. Because there's guys who have it much worse, and they're fighting every day. And they still have the sharp and right attitude. Y'all don't know what suffering it is. Once you walk that path and do what you got to do and you get smacked in the face, you're going to see who's really your friend. You're going to see who's really for you. You're going to see that the boys you was riding for your whole life was really not your friends. They hated you. They conspired against you. They was talking about you. They was never your friend. If you're a guy trying to get what you got to do, if you're a guy trying to build yourself up, you do what you got to do, bro. Especially your mindset, your wisdom. Get away from the guys you be around. Unless they kind of understand you. If they don't, bro, they're going to hate you, bro. They're going to despise you. They're not going to say nothing and act like we're cool, we're homies, but they're going to despise you because they're not pushing themselves to that proximity. They're not pushing themselves. They're going to be jealous. You think they're talking crap in the Discord chat about you or that? When they see you doing what you got to do, they're going to talk crap because I'm not cool with a single guy. I mean, I got two guys, I'm cool with them and we talk, But I'm talking in general. Most guys will hate you because they do not have to drive. They're not pushing themselves. They're finished. They're cooked. Now we got a full generation of guys who failed at life, trying to bring guys down with them. I do not want you guys to follow that. Giving you wrong advice that's harmful, that's not balanced, that's so extreme. I do not want you to follow those guys. They do not care about you. Your fellow man does not want to see you thrive. He don't even want to make you see envy. He wants you to suffer. Why do you think he belittles you? Talks crap about you. Touches you and pushes you around. It's jokingly, but why does he keep doing it? Even when you don't even want, even when you're not even in the mood because it's competition. Especially being as males, we're competitive. The animalistic part of it. And you must retain that inner beast too, with inside of you as a male, that monster side. And use it for the better. It's like, man, they lost themselves. Their killer instinct, their drive, their motivation, their hunger. It's like it's just not even in there, just druggies, just poking their arms for the next dose of heroin or whatever they be taking, trank or whatever they be freaking taking. I don't know, man, because I don't really be doing no drugs like that. Now it's the time, because I'm telling you, it could get worse. Because you already know what's going around in Israel and Palestine and Lebanon, the bombings. It could be war for us anytime. And when they call for war, it's going to be time for us to fight. Will you guys be ready to do what you got to do? I'm going to say no. I'm going to stand up. I'm not joining that war. When they call you for the war, you're going to be willing to stand for your beliefs? No. They going to knock on your door. They going to force you. So you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. Even with the COVID that happened years ago with the vaccine. A lot of you guys were pussified and y'all took it. You think if it was a war too, y'all gonna be quick to join. Y'all gonna be quick to not fight. You're not gonna stand on your square. So train yourself mentally. So when things like that occur, you have the strength to persevere and persist when it comes. Because it could happen anytime. You see what's going on every day. It's bad news every day. Everything I wake up is just bad news. This, that. Tragedy, this. You could be next. So to stay on a path and build now. Because it could get worse, bro. There's a depressed, hanging around other depressed guys. You think that's gonna make it any better for you? That guy's gonna push you down. If that guy saw you doing what you gotta do to try to just make yourself feel good, he's gonna hate on you and turn on you. Because you don't wanna be depressed anymore. It's not like you wanna be better than him. You know, it's like a crab's in a barrel. You must accept the reality. When there's a problem, you accept that the problem is there, but then you find resolutions towards the problem. You don't sit there, fetal position and not do anything about it and wait till whatever life just happens. You do what you gotta do and fight it. Because a lot of you guys are just resting. You gotta do something. Okay? So, yeah. Thank you guys.